Hey guys, my name is SickabyOT1 and welcome back once again to the Kirby's Dream Collection Marathon. Finished Kirby Superstar last time and we're going to dive into Kirby's Dream Land 3, one of the lesser known Kirby games out there, at least the main series. And here's the title screen. So, a bit about Kirby's Dream Land 3. This is the more traditional Kirby game that got released for the Super Nintendo, but, as you see, got released in 1997, and... let me just erase one of these old files. One of these, there's only one. It got released in 1997. By that time, the Nintendo 64 was already out, so this one had a little... got lost in the shuffle, kind of like with Donkey Kong Country 3, how that got released when the N64 was out. But, again, it's more of a traditionally structured Kirby game than Kirby Superstar, in that there's the level structure, there's collecting things all throughout. It's one of the lesser known Kirby games, I think, but it's got a bit of a unique art style. It mostly looks like it's drawn by colored pencil, which I think is really cool. Makes it stand out from the other Kirby games at the time, and just in general. There's still not a Kirby game that looks like it. Story-wise, it's a bit of a continuation from Kirby's Dream Land 2, obviously. I say obviously as if Kirby's Dream Land 2 wasn't a complete departure from that. But it is kind of the same kind of game. You've got animal buddies like you did in 2, but it's vastly expanded to include several more. I don't know exactly how many more, but it is very useful information to have. Very useful. Mix and match. We've got Rick here, and I think this is Ngo? I don't know the names, I'll pop them up. You can create a gooey buddy by doing that, but that's not what I meant to do. How do I hop on to you? I'm losing my edge. So I got on you. Okay, you press the X button to choose your partners. Since we used Rick in the Kirby's Dream Land 2 thing, I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna be as the cat, who rolls you around, gets you more speed, and can do that. We may not even see every single combination of abilities. I think, like in Kirby's Dream Land 2, the amount of abilities in the game is kind of scaled down so that there can be more combinations with your animal buddies. This is really cool. And there are some that are better than others. Naturally, because it's always going to be the best of something. But in a change-up since Kirby's Dream Land 2, every single level in the game has a bit of a rainbow drop thing, but it's called a heart star in this case, and you actually never get it before the end of the level. You always get it at the end of the level, but you need to complete a certain task that will allow you to get it. And I have a walkthrough up here that will help me out with proceeding there. I don't really need a Maximum Tomato, so I'm just gonna skedaddle. Now, this is an interesting one. I have not beaten this game more than once, although I have tried to start it up a couple times and just kind of lose interest. It's not one of my favorite Kirby games, but it is still fun. I think it does bring its own ideas to the table. The animal buddies are much more expanded upon than in Dream Land 2, and I think overall this is a less frustrating experience than 2. So here's... you can usually figure out when you have to do whatever you have to do when you hear a bit of a chime like you heard just back then. In this case, you want to not crush a single tulip. That's all you need to do. I mean, it can be as simple as that. Sometimes it can be a mini-game. Sometimes, well, we'll get into the other cases. I'm just gonna be careful so I don't crush any tulips. You wouldn't want to crush tulips in real life, would you? There are also some abilities that have made their debut in this game, which I'll be getting to when they appear. Some neat ones. Oh, almost. Okay, let me get rid of the. Okay, what is? It's basically static electricity, and then he keeps on rolling, and there's still the sparks. That's neat. And the end of the level. Here we go. I have coffee. It is pumpkin coffee season, and I love it. So, press B at the right time and get what you want. When you fill out those stars, you get a 1-up. I think this is... No, it's not the first time that mechanic has been in a Kirby game, because Kirby's Dream Land 2. Okay, level 2. Let me see... Okay. I know what to do to get the thing here. Okay, here's the introduction of a new power. You get Broom. I'll show you what it looks like when you're doing it. Yeah. You just use a broom here. You see broom hatters in previous games, and this is the first time that they actually give you an ability, and it actually is used for some of the heart stars in the game, or at least one of them, off the top of my head that I remember. Don't remember exactly when, but... Ah, you stupid witch. How dare you hurt me in death. We're just gonna slide on a carpet. Full speed ahead! I'm just holding Y and pressing forward. We got... giant wall of fire. Giant wall of fire. Now, pick Choo Choo. You must pick Choo Choo. This guy here. You can pick the bird, but you won't be able to get the power. I mean, you won't be able to get the heart star of this level if you do that. I'm just shooting this tiny little burb. It's nothing like the owl, it's a burb. And, as that, you do that, and, I know you do something else. Right? Prove me wrong, come on. I know there's more I can do here. I know there's more I can do with Choo Choo and fire. There we go! I'm just breathing fire on the ground, and then I hold B. That's all, I guess. Right. B and Y together. That's how you do it. If you're playing with a Super Nintendo controller, which you should be, because shame on you if you're emulating this and using an Xbox controller. I mean, I'm kidding. I'm kidding. Although now, if you have Nintendo Switch Online, you can play this with... I mean, on the Super Nintendo games. It was kind of neat that it was one of the first ones that they made available, especially since this game unfortunately missed the Super Nintendo Classic lineup. I mean, it's not like there wasn't room for it. They could have added some more games, I'm sure. I mean, I got the Genesis Mini a few days ago on its launch, and they had 40 games. Granted, I think in general, with some exceptions I know, there's like Shining Force, that's a long RPG. Most of the Genesis games are pretty short. Like, I beat Cast of Illusion with Mickey Mouse on the same day I got the console. If you need an example of that timeline. Springing forward, Choo Choo is just cute. Let's get a needle. And I just love that. Pop out the needles. There's a lot of different combinations, and I don't even know if I'm going to be able to show them all off by the time this particular game is over. But we shall see. I could be wrong. Yeah, they got really creative with the animal buddies in this game, and they're not just animals. Like, I don't even know what Choo Choo is supposed to be based off of. Just goo? I don't know. She's cute, though. And I think she has a thing for Kirby. Hello, fire. Okay, no. We're not gonna die. We are not gonna die. Gooey, help me out. That was probably actually a bad idea. Come on. Let me just get off of you, swallow you up. Because you have to sacrifice some health. If you have one thing left, you don't have to... You don't kill yourself by making one. I missed a door. I'll get back to you as soon as I can. Give me that one up. Probably should have gotten a tomato, though. I'm gonna replay the level, and I'll try to figure out where I went wrong. Thought I should give you a taste of the broom power with Choo Choo. Now you're the witch. Yeah, there's a door here, specifically here, that I need to go in through as Choo Choo. Because we have a little springy guy here, looks like a tooth. We made his day. And now, through some confusing circumstances, he will now give us the heart star that we need at the end of the level, so I'm going to cut to the end of the level. Here we are, hallelujah! This guy gives us a heart star, all because he thinks he has a girlfriend, but he probably doesn't. Sorry about that, buddy. Not quite, but every bit counts, I suppose. And now we can actually move on to level 3. The way that you get the heart star in this level is a little more straightforward. So, there's that. Also, I guess I should show you, if you have one or half of a thing left, you can make a GUI, bring yourself down to half a segment, and then swallow him, and then get 1.5 total. So, a bit of an exploit. I don't know if Sakurai intended for that to be in the game, but it is in the game, and I am thankful that it is. Okay, we have Kine and Ku. It does not matter who we pick, so I'm gonna pick Kine. Because fish, gotta represent. I think we have many of the same powers as Kine as we did in Kirby's Dream Land 2, so you got the lightning bolts. I mean, you got the light bulb. You got the stone that Kine can't really carry. We got a hedgehog. It's not really a hedgehog. I don't even know what you call it. Like, I guess he's a warthog. That's... Yeah, warthog. Warthog! Stop killing me. Yeah. Stop killing me, everybody. Just stop. Oh, I picked wrong. I did not remember this auto-scroller here. Mostly because it's been a while since I even played this game. Okay, I guess I'm going at it without an animal buddy. Sorry, Kine. Sorry, Kine. Well, we'll meet again someday, I'm sure. Until then, you are immortalized in my song that you should watch. Cupid's Fishhook. It's a good one. It's real good. I have thought about going back and adding a third verse and a bridge to that song. A second verse and a bridge to that song, I should say. But, maybe when it strikes my fancy, I still need to make the song for... Okay, here we go. For Pants on Head Week. So, guess which one he threw behind the wall. That's basically what you have to do, and it gets harder. And then you can get the rainbow drop at the end if you succeed. I saw that. Thank you. One last one. I think it's gonna be really fast. You threw the same one each time. That's not really compelling. But, thank you, Blue Kirby, with the hat. Warthogs! Warthogs and Waddle Dees! Ah! There's some real Lion King vibes out here. Even though, once again, I don't have memories of actually watching The Lion King in full. I know that Brian is mad at me, and he probably will never be unmad at me until I watch The Lion King, which... I don't know. I think I discussed this on a stream with Juan, but I do think it's BS that the remake of The Lion King counts for one of the highest-grossing animated movies of all time, if not the highest. Not because I think the movie's bad or anything, or I morally object to it, or anything like that. I don't care. I don't have a connection to The Lion King, even though they came out in 1994. I think it's BS because, frankly, the line is kind of blurry as to whether it even counts as animated or not. Why, that's... hot takes. Sick of BOT1, you know I got him. I'm a music critic, I have to have hot takes.